What's poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I am very busy getting on with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle takeover as I take a look at everything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and I keep up with the ninja theme by taking a look at every LEGO Ninjago season. But as I'm doing that, I would also like to try my best at tackling every LEGO show that has tried to rival Ninjago. We've already taken a look at Chima, we've already taken a look at Nexo Knights, and now we're taking a look at Hidden Side, with Monkey Kid, Video, and Dreams coming very soon. So, Hidden Side came out Halloween a couple of years ago, and it came with the show. It had quite a few sets, and it did have this gimmick where you scanned the colours on the set with an app, and you sort of looked around your room with AR to find some ghosts. That's the problem that I'm seeing with each new LEGO theme that they're trying to take on Ninjago with. With Nexo Knights, you have to scan shields. With Hidden Side, you have to scan colors and ghosts with sets. And with Video, you have to scan QR codes to get music. So with each new time they try and rival Ninjago with a new theme or just create a new theme in general, they're trying to be innovative and use technology, and it's not working. It's really not working. But pretty much the plot of Hidden Side is these two kids, Jake and his best friend Parker, not Jake, I meant Jack. Jack and his best friend Parker go out with the help of the scientist and the school janitor, who is also a stunt double, to fight ghosts and stay out of trouble at school. Because they are teenagers, you know, they try and aim these new shows towards kids, and you can go watch the full first season of Hidden Side on their YouTube channel now. There is apparently season 2 of Hidden Side, but it literally only just has one episode, so I'm not even going to count it, and Hidden Side literally ended and died with one season, which is very unfortunate because I think it is one of the best LEGO series out there that could have rivaled Ninjago if they just did it a little bit better. But anyway, back to the story. So Parker and Jake are pretty much going to the same school, and they have an app on their phone which they use to see ghosts, capture ghosts, and send them back to their scientist friend at her lab. And they're trying to stop all these ghosts coming through and ripping a portal open to bring the evil overlord, evil ghost queen, to come through as well. But in doing so, they interact so many different types of ghosts: a giant teddy bear, a scientist, which they befriended and now helps the scientist lady, which I think is quite sweet and adorable, that they formed a little relationship. So cute. And then we have some ghosts at sea, some ghosts that possess people. There's like a butcher, and so many different types of ghosts. So many different types of ghosts. And each episode is pretty much them fighting a different ghost, but with each time they fight a ghost, they capture it and send it to the lab. Jack accidentally gets stuck in the ghost dimension on one occasion, and he's trying to get Parker to open her phone to go into the app, and so she will see him on the other side in the portal, like, you know, to try and rescue him and get him out. She then ends up looking at her phone, getting her out after looking for him everywhere because, you know, she's a good friend, and they get him out. We also have the janitor gets killed, but is reborn as a skeleton, so he's no longer a janitor and is now a 100% stunt double that can fly a plane, and I think he's pretty funny and pretty cool. And yeah, in the end, with Jack coming back to the real world before he's stuck as a ghost forever, he actually gets the help of Parker's great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather or uncle, I forget which one, who helps him escape, and then he helps them put the queen back in the ghost dimension because she did actually escape when Jack escaped. And it turns into a big final fight at the lighthouse, and I think it's pretty cool. She's called Lady E. Lady E, everyone. I've been calling her the Queen the mistress of the other dimension. She's actually called Lady E. But they finally put her back into the dimension, into the portal, into the ghost realm, and seal her there forever. Ends with our heroes being successful. We have cause and effect, drama, tension with Jack being turned into a ghost when he gets stuck in that dimension. I am such a big fan of this. The art style's so cool. It looks like the Scooby-Doo dimension from LEGO Dimensions, this cel-shaded design. It's so unique compared to other LEGO shows that we've had, and there's so much more detail on these characters. Like, we have 3D elements of their clothes there. If you look at Jake's jumper, where his hoodie sort of folds around his neck like that, and his jacket isn't actually attached to his torso. We have so much 3D elementary to the characters and what they're wearing. It's just so cool. I think their phones are a bit big. I think they'll be more like tablets, if I'm going to be honest, because that phone's fucking huge in his hand. But the cel-shaded design was so unique and so different, and I really enjoyed it. I like Borderlands, I like the cel-shaded design, and I like the cel-shaded design skins in Fortnite. You know, cel-shaded design is such a good, underused, underutilized sort of art style, which I really do love. And it is one of my favorite art styles. I just think it's so cool. And I will admit, the art style that it has gone for here does have its certain slip-ups and certain mishaps and sort of odd-looking scenes, and you will see that through some of the screenshots that I have here for you today, but I can look past that because other than the story being pretty weak and the pacing being pretty slow, they do drag it out over 16 episodes, them going around fighting these ghosts and stopping Lady E, and that's normally the length of a Ninjago season. However, I do think they could have condensed it down. Some episodes, you know, one as interesting, one as dramatic to the story, and probably could have gone without. But the characters are just so cool. They have nothing special about them. They're just generic people, and I like that. They're like generic teenagers who are just fighting ghosts, trying their best to save the world, and I like that. I think that's cool. Like, with Ninjago and Nexo Knights and Chima, they all had something special about them. Like, you know, the Elemental Masters in Ninjago, we have them being literal knights and famous in Nexo Knights. And then in Chima, they're like animals, you know? They're all in their each own quirks with them being animals. But here, they're literally just two ordinary kids fighting to save the world against ghosts. And that's just so unique and such a cool art style and the sort of story which hasn't been done before in LEGO. I don't know. I just think it's really cool. We have a ghost train. Obviously, there's so many different types of ghost trains in media. But the story is weak. Characters are really cool. They are written so well. Like, we have both of these two here being best friends. They're like the lonely losers. They're the outcasts of the school. They're not cool. And they have this own little family that they've built, and it's just so sweet. They have the janitor from the school. They have the scientist lady. And they've just built this little family, and they're doing it to save the world. They're not doing it to be popular. They're just doing it to save the world and save what they care about. And they have a ghost dog as well, which is adorable. I love the little ghost dog. He's so happy and he's so goofy. And he just plays around. And they do actually send him to the ghost dimension in one episode, and it did actually get me quite emotional. It was quite upsetting when they sent him to the ghost dimension, because I do like that dog. That dog is, like, fucking superb. If anything happens to that dog, I will cry. I have taken a look at the Hidden Side LEGO sets on the channel before, and I did get quite a few of them, so you can definitely go check that out after you've watched this video. They should be somewhere on your left or right, depending on which way this video goes. I don't know. I am stupid, and I don't know my left and right that well. I have to do the L and the R. But that I tangent it on to talking about me, but we are moving on back to Hidden Side here. And the ghosts are so uniquely designed, but they don't actually get Lego figures. They're only for the app, but they're so uniquely designed, and I think it's really cool. There is loads of jump scares as well in this, obviously with it being a spooky Halloween ghost theme. So I do like that. I think that the jump scares are really cool. And I think that they could have gone a little bit darker, but I think they kept it like pretty tame because, again, they're aiming at children and it was on YouTube for YouTube kids. But I think they could have gone a lot more darker with some of the jump scares, some of the ghosts, maybe some of the scenes as well. But we did have quite a lot of threat, again, with Jake being trapped in the ghost dimension. That did put a lot of threat and fear, with him having a time limit, putting a lot of pressure, building up sort of tension and adrenaline and just worry for the character in general. Because if you got to know this character for so long over loads of different episodes, that it's just, you're rooting for them, They're the underdog coming up against Lady E to try and stop the ghost from coming through. For some reason, I just had like a Danny Phantom flashback then. To say this wasn't aired on TV or in like cinemas or anything, this was like straight to YouTube series. I love it. It's fucking amazing. Like, it's great. It was all easy to watch, all uploaded at the same time, all on YouTube, all in the Legos YouTube channel. So it's easy to get to. It's free. It's a good show. And it had a lot of cool Lego sets that came with. And I'm happy that it happened because I'm a huge fan of this and I'm just quite upset that it ended so early. I don't know why people didn't get like that much of a fan of it. They had really cool sets and really cool sort of themes as well with all the different ghosts and stuff. I really enjoyed it. I am going to rate it higher than Nexo Knights and Chima because the art style is so unique. It's where Lego really started to like branch out to different Lego like animation styles and sort of try everything out, try new things, and I think it really works for this one. The story is pretty weak, and that's the only thing it's lacking in, because the art style, the music, the voice actors are really good as well. They have so much emotion, they have so much like sort of passion, and it's such a good project that I don't know why it ended. I genuinely don't. I am going to rate it a really solid 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I'm dropping it down by 1 because the story was lackluster, but, you don't have to have a good, exciting story for a show to be good. You can just have a really nice art style, some really good characters, and the show can still be good. So it gets an 8 out of 10 in my book. Please do comment down below any other videos you want me to review, like films, anime, shows, and I will get on that. There is a link tree in my bio if you want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life, but other than that, bye-bye. Bye.